They don't know it yet, but within the next 24 hours, the final judgment will be unleashed. The death sentence will not only be spiritual, it will also be earthly. What awaits them is an imprisonment so deep that not even death itself can free them from what they have done. There are 3 people who have risen up against you. 3 who thought their actions would go unpunished. 3 who have played with dark energies, with betrayals and manipulations. But destiny does not forgive. You already know who the first person is. The one who thought they could play with you without consequences. That person who, with their angel face, tried to deceive you, but deep down was a wolf in disguise. They presented themselves to you with false humility, with a hypocritical smile, and with the sole purpose of manipulating you, of playing with your emotions, of taking advantage of your kindness. They thought they were smarter than you, but what they didn't know is that the universe has a way of returning everything that is done with malice. Today, their sentence is about to be carried out, and the worst part is that what is about to happen is much worse than this person could have ever imagined. This person not only disrespected you, but in their attempt to destroy you, they tried to submerge you in a pit of misery. They insisted on crushing you, on minimizing your feelings, on making you feel small, but they only succeeded in showing their true face, the face of a vile, selfish, and malevolent being. Their attempts to manipulate you and play with dark energies to make you fall were in vain, because right now, that dark energy is turning against them in such a terrifying way that they have no escape. What the cards show me is clear. This person thought they could get away unscathed, that they could continue doing evil and never pay for their crimes. But at this moment, that person is no longer in control of their destiny. What the cards reveal to me is an image that, although disturbing, is the pure truth. The condemnation that awaits them is not only spiritual, but earthly. Justice is going to manifest in a brutal way, and what the guides are telling me is so terrifying that not even the darkest soul could have imagined it. Cosmic justice is already in motion, and it is the perfect time to align yourself with divine energy. If you haven't already, subscribe now, because Saint Gabriel will open a channel of light that will guide you toward your destiny, which is marked by protection and clarity. Hit like and comment with this decree. The justice of the universe surrounds me, and with every step, I open my path to success. By doing so, you will activate the connection with the knowledge and wisdom that belongs to you by right. This being, who thought they could escape, is going to face perpetual condemnation. But what no one knows yet, what only the universe and your guides know, is that death will not wait. This person, who has committed impure acts worse than what they did to you, will not only be condemned by human justice, but within the prison walls, their end will be imminent. The cards vibrate strongly and show me with heartbreaking clarity what is about to happen. This person will be ambushed in the showers. In that place where life seems to pass without great expectations, their fate will be sealed. 3 stab wounds will end their existence. 2 of those stab wounds will go directly to the chest, piercing their heart and causing their life to be extinguished in the least expected moment. The 3rd, a mortal stab wound, will go directly to the liver, irreversibly ending what life they had left. The energy of the universe is working in your favor, and the time to receive justice is now. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so, because Saint Michael will guide you through this journey of revelations. By activating the connection with the energy channel, you will be opening your path to victory and truth. Hit like and comment with this decree. The universe backs my justice, and divine protection leads me toward my purpose. By doing this, knowledge will be revealed before you, illuminating your future. Saint Michael, the protector, is present at this moment, reminding me that this is the fight he waged against evil so that you could be free. This condemnation is the result of the justice that was done in your name. No one can mess with you. No one can play with your life without facing a chaotic end. Evil has its consequences, and this being is going to feel it with its full weight. What began with deceit, manipulation, and falsehood will end in a death as violent as it is unjust. This is just a small sample of what awaits the others. But what the cards show me is even more disturbing. What awaits the other 2 people is not something that can be mentioned easily. Their condemnation will be even more terrible, more dreadful. They don't know yet what awaits them, but very soon, destiny will catch up with them, and karma will be unleashed upon them with such terrifying force that it will be impossible to escape its judgment. What I'm telling you now is only the beginning of a fall with no return. And what is about to happen to these two goes far beyond what you can imagine. The guides show me an image so grim that not even darkness itself would tremble at what is coming for them. But before you enter that abyss of revelations, I want you to think about this. Are you prepared to hear what their end holds? Can you feel the energy of their condemnation in the air? The next events are so terrifying they will chill your blood. Stay tuned, because the worst is yet to come. And it is much more shocking than what you have already heard. The second one in this channeling, that person who thought they were very cunning, who thought they could move in the shadows without anyone noticing, has fallen into destiny's trap. This being was an accomplice to the first, joined that perverse plot they had against you, and gave them information, betrayed you, sold your trust, and that of many other people. This is the traitor who used your life, your most intimate moments, to feed the dark rituals that tried to destroy you. This criminal's house has been the center of it all. In it, police officers found evidence so chilling that, out of respect for the law and ethics, it is impossible for me to mention it all. But what I can tell you is that inside that house, among the shadows, they found something much more disturbing. Several photos, including one of yours, used as part of the darkest works you can imagine. The spiritual guides show me that those photos were not just memories. They were not mere images of your life, no. Those photos were part of satanic cults, of burials, of sacrifices, and of affronts to the enemy. And the enemy in this case was you. Those photos were not only being used as amulets in dark rituals, but they also fed the evil they invoked to try to break your energy, to lead you to despair. But the universe has a very particular way of serving justice. And what they didn't know is that the price they were going to pay for these actions would be much higher than they could have ever imagined. Karma does not forgive. The cards, vibrating strongly, show me clearly that this second individual will also face their perpetual condemnation. It will not be a judicial sentence like their accomplices. No, there will be no judges or written sentences. Divine justice will act in a way so subtle yet so painful that neither they nor anyone else can avoid it. With every word I share, an energy is activated that not only protects you, but also opens the door to new knowledge. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so now. Saint Gabriel and Saint Michael, in their infinite wisdom, will open the energetic channel that will bring the clarity you have sought so much into your life. Hit like and comment with this decree. Justice reaches me, and the light of the universe guides me on my path to triumph. By doing so, you will be preparing your soul for what is to come. What the angels are showing me is even more disturbing. This being will not receive their punishment at the hand of man. Rather, they will be marked by forces far beyond human comprehension. The demons of illness have settled upon them. They are developing an incurable disease, a biological curse that cannot be explained by medicine. Doctors find no explanation for the pain that consumes their body. But you and I know that this is not a coincidence. It is a curse, a final sentence that only dark beings can execute. This person, the second culprit, is facing what can be called an endless agony. The guides show me that their suffering will not be quick. No, this death will not come quickly. It will be a prolonged agony, a physical torture so immense that they will scream and beg for death to release them. But death, as always, will arrive at its own pace. The angels tell me that this being will plead, will writhe in their pain, will cry for an end that doesn't come, because the torment will be so great that they won't be able to escape their body or their mind. And what is even more terrifying, the spiritual guides show me that during this torture, this being will be visited by the dead. These are not visions or hallucinations, as some might think. They are not the dead that they themselves sent into darkness, those they tried to manipulate, those they sacrificed in the cults. Those spirits, those beings they thought could be controlled, now come to collect what they are owed. Their visits will not be simple dreams or apparitions. They will be terrifying encounters where the air will fill with cold, where the anguish will be so palpable that not even the strongest of men could bear it. They will be the dead who come to collect what is owed to them, and they will see in this person a reflection of their own malice. They will visit them in their agony, waiting for their last breath to escape like the juice from a squeezed lemon, with the same slowness and the same heaviness that their soul will feel when crossing to the other side. The suffering this being is about to experience is not only physical but spiritual. The angels whisper in my ear that this man, this person, will be consumed by the same evil they fed, by the same harm they tried to cause you. They have been marked, sealed by the same demons they invoked. And although they will plead for the end of their torment, the universe has its own clock, and their time has not yet come. But what worries me most is what will come after their departure. What the guides show me is an even more terrifying chain of events for the other two culprits. What they will experience will be much darker and much more unbearable. You are about to know the details of how the malice of these individuals will be returned to them, with a force they cannot withstand. Justice has only just begun, and the worst is yet to come. Soon I will tell you what awaits them, and I assure you, it is something you will not be able to forget. At this moment, when the energy of karma is moving, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. By doing so, Saint Michael will protect you and open the doors of wisdom, giving you the clarity needed for your own path of justice. Hit like and comment with this decree. Today I am a witness to justice in action, and the universe guides my destiny toward balance. With this energy, you will activate the channel that connects with the divine. And now the guides are asking me to channel the last person, that being who is worse than a tick, worse than a slug, that rat, the third one, who was the mastermind of the whole operation, the one who plotted and orchestrated all the chaos they tried to use to destroy you. This person is the one who, from the shadows, manipulated, controlled, and took advantage of everything to achieve their ends. The investigations show what you already knew. They were the ringleader, the dark leader, the one pulling the strings behind the other two. It was they who saw you as a piece, as an obstacle that had to be eliminated by any means possible. The damage they caused was deep, but as the saying goes, he who digs his own grave eventually falls into it. The cards speak to me about this person with a clarity you cannot ignore. This being, who always seemed to be one step ahead, who seemed unreachable, has been revealed by the universe. They show me that this person was subjected to various psychological tests, and what the experts discovered is even more disturbing. An obsessive-compulsive disorder that pushed them every day to find new ways to profit from the pain of others. Like a parasite, like a leech that feeds on the misery of others. This individual lived their life seeking new ways to harm others, to destroy what they didn't understand, to manipulate, to subjugate, to sow chaos. The psychologists and psychiatrists concluded that this person had a childhood marked by abandonment, by absent parents, by a total lack of affection. In school, they were a difficult child, a lost soul seeking attention in the most perverse way. And like any child who is not treated, this being turned into what they are now, a creature consumed by malice, incapable of finding redemption. What the spiritual guides tell me is even more disturbing. This being had multiple opportunities to rectify, to change their path, to correct their energy, but instead of doing so, they clung to their darkness, fed their ego, their fears, and the universe gave them the time they needed to change. But they failed, and so cosmic justice is already here. As an old soul, this person was supposed to clear their karma from past lives, but they preferred to ignore the signs. They preferred to continue on their path of destruction. Now, the universe has decided to remove them from this plane as a lesson for others, as a demonstration that there is no escape for those who sow evil. The guides show me that this being was handed over to the police, was arrested, faced the judge. But what awaits them is not just a judicial sentence, no. The justice this being will receive is much crueler, much harsher than any human sentence. What the cards show me is something so terrible it is hard to comprehend. This being, who thought they could evade karma, will spend their days growing old in prison. But their pain will not be from illness. It will not be a simple sorrow. What the universe has reserved for them is one of the cruelest punishments imaginable. Just as divine energy is present in every word, I want you to feel the power of the connection. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so now. With your subscription, Saint Gabriel will activate the energy of knowledge, and the angels will guide you to see the truth in its fullest expression. Hit like and comment. Divine justice flows in my life, and the universe prepares me for my resurgence. In this way, you will open the channel of wisdom that the universe has prepared for you. This being, the leader of the network, will pay for their crimes in a way they cannot escape. The guides show me that their pain will not be physical, nor even at the hand of justice. No, The universe has marked them in a much darker way. The condemnation this being will suffer will be the suffering of their own family. And this is where it hurts them the most, because their greatest fear, their greatest terror, is losing their loved ones. And that is what is going to happen. One by one, their descendants will begin to fall. Their children will begin to die, not from any ordinary disease, but from curses that have been activated by their own actions. Death will arrive in different forms. Inexplicable health problems, financial ruin, and finally death itself. Each of his children will pay the price for his malice, and there will be no way to stop it. Ruin will knock on their door so violently that they will have no time to react. One by one, like a row of dominoes, their lineage will fall. The worst part of all is that this being will be trapped in prison, unable to be with their loved ones, unable to say goodbye to them. The rumors will reach their ears, but they will be a prisoner of their own condemnation, isolated, unable to do anything to stop the storm raging against their family. It will be like a hurricane hitting the doors of their life, tearing it apart little by little, and they from their cell will only be able to watch helplessly as everything they built, everything they loved, crumbles. And the worst part is that the wrath of justice will not stop there, because the end of this reading still has more surprises that no one could foresee. And the guides show me that this is only the beginning of their fall. There is still more that cannot be revealed at this moment. But what I will tell you next will change your perception of everything you have heard so far. I will tell you what will happen after the fall of this being, and how karma will finally collect the last installment of what they sowed. What is coming is more terrifying than anything you could have imagined. Stay tuned. I feel that you have left something in God's hands, something deep and significant. You have surrendered your worries, your fears, your burdens, and your pains. You have placed it in the hands of your spiritual guides, trusting that everything that has happened, everything they did to you, will not go unanswered. You have rested on a promise, that promise they have spoken to you about for so long, that promise that is about to materialize. And now you find yourself waiting with all your energy aligned, with your whole being vibrating in anticipation of something coming into your life. The question that has been circling your mind, the one that has consumed you while you closed your eyes to meditate, the one that has been in the depths of your heart, is, when will justice knock on the door? When will you see with your own eyes that everything you have suffered will be compensated? When will you feel the force of divine justice, the one you have always known was on its way, but which you now feel closer than ever? The cards tell me, and the cards never lie, that what is about to come into your life is the manifestation of your dreams. This is a profound change, a change that comes directly from the universe, from the Creator. It is something you have been waiting for, something you have asked for with all your being, and it is something that is about to arrive with the force of a lightning bolt, with the intensity of a storm that you cannot stop. The energies of fire and water combine in this manifestation, a power so immense that everything around you will be affected. Everything will begin to change at a dizzying speed. As the cards reveal how divine justice is unleashed upon those who tried to destroy you, I invite you to join the channel. If you haven't already, do so now. Because by subscribing, St. Michael and St. Gabriel will activate the energetic channel that will bring the strength you need to move forward without fear into your life. Hit the like button and comment with this decree. Justice manifests in my life, and the universe guides me toward my victory. The cosmos will open the door of knowledge for you, preparing you for what is to come. The guides show me that you have been meditating, contemplating, seeking the answer to this question. You have left everything in the hands of the universe, and now what the universe gives back to you is much greater than you imagined. What you are going to receive is the fulfillment of your dreams, but not in a gentle way, not in a way that just happens. No. What is about to arrive is an earthquake of justice, a force so powerful that it will change every aspect of your life. What the universe has promised you, what the Creator has in store for you, will be delivered to you at the right moment. This is not a simple wait. It's not just a let's see what happens. This is a confirmation that the things that have been happening around you were not coincidences, that everything you have lived through, every blow, every betrayal, every pain had a greater purpose. And now that purpose will be fulfilled in such an extraordinary way that it will be like a return to your power, to your true self. to your true essence. Divine justice will manifest before you so clearly that there will be no doubt whatsoever that the entire universe has aligned to give you what you deserve. The wheel of fortune that has been turning has stopped in your favor. The destiny that seemed to be against you now leans in your favor. The cards speak of a radical change, of a transformation so profound that it will not only affect your enemies, but also your environment, your life. This is the manifestation of justice, of the universal law, which no one can evade. No one can escape their destiny. No one can evade what the universe has prepared for them. The guides tell me that these people, the ones who have tried to destroy you, the ones who thought they were smarter, more powerful, are now paying the price for what they did to you. The universe does not forget, and every action they took has a direct consequence that is about to fall upon them. You have the Strength card, and that strength is what will allow you to see how everything they sowed is returned to them. Nothing is lost in this universe, and what they thought they could do in secret, what they did behind your back, will now be exposed, and they will not be able to hide. The cards speak clearly and show me how the energies are aligning in your favor. The strength of the guardian angels, of the divine beings who have always protected you, will be felt in every corner of your life. They have been guiding you. They have shown you the path. And now is the time to see how everything is unleashed, how the universe takes its revenge, how karma arrives with its weight. What you are about to see is not only the end of your enemies, but also the beginning of your own rebirth, your own ascension to a level you never imagined. What has been taken from you will be returned with interest, but this process will not be gentle. It will not be a simple solution. Divine justice will be so relentless that what is about to happen will leave you speechless. What they have stolen from you, what they have taken from you, all of that will be returned to you in a way that no one can stop. And what is coming, what the universe has prepared, is something that will change your life forever. The threads of destiny, which seem to have been cut, have now been woven anew in your favor. The balance is restored, but what is to come for those who harmed you is something that not even they can imagine. Divine justice, which is slow but never forgets, has already begun to act, and its weight is much greater than you think. The cards say it clearly, and the entity that has returned to my table only confirms what you already knew, what you intuited. But now you will see clearly. These people who thought they were invincible, who believed they could destroy you without consequences, are now facing a fall they cannot avoid. The weight of divine justice has already reached them, and their fates are sealed in a way that not even they themselves can comprehend. They cannot see beyond their despair. They cannot bear to see how your life flourishes while theirs disintegrates. They cannot stand the fact that their destiny is now tied to a fall so hard that they don't know if they will be able to get up. These people, once so arrogant, now find themselves trapped by the same dark energy they sent into your life. The wheel of fortune that turned against you in the past now turns in your favor. Each cycle, each turn of this wheel, is a reminder that the universe has its own rules. Those rules that they ignored are now costing them. They are in a spiral of despair, watching as everything they tried to build with lies and manipulations crumbles before their eyes. And you know the worst part? They can't even look at you because they are afraid of you. They are afraid of what you have done, of how you have confronted them. Because when you decided to raise your voice, when you decided not to be the victim, when you decided you would no longer be silent, you took off their masks, you exposed them. And now, facing the truth of what they are, hurts them more than anything else. The hardest blow is not physical, it is emotional. It is knowing that they no longer have power over you, that the control they thought they had slipped through their hands. These people who previously did not hesitate to attack you, who thought they could destroy your life, now find themselves faced with a truth they never imagined. There was someone, or rather something, watching them in silence, waiting for the right moment to act. The guardian angels, those divine beings who have always been by your side, have not stopped watching. They knew that this spiritual battle, this darkness they tried to send into your life, could not continue. That is why everything they have sown is returning with unstoppable force. The darkness they intended to shroud your home with, that they wanted to trap your energy with, is turning against them. They don't know what awaits them. What I want to tell you next, what the guides show me, is the fall of that family that harmed you so much. They didn't know they were sealing their destiny with every action they took. Do you remember that woman? that neighbor who thought she could interfere in your life and your children's lives. Now you will see how that same darkness they wanted to bring to you is falling upon them. What they did in the shadows, those burials, those bindings, those rituals, everything they tried to do to destroy you, you will now see reflected in their own lives, because divine justice will not only reach them, but also everything related to their energy. The worst part of all is that you are just beginning to emerge from this spiral of evil. The guides tell me that this is only the beginning of what is to come. Although everything seems calm now, the pieces of destiny are moving, and like a domino, what follows will be even bigger. This turn you are experiencing is just the prelude to what is to come. You are no longer trapped in that web of lies and manipulations. You are no longer trapped in the clutches of those people who thought they could play with your life. What is coming is a justice they cannot avoid, a justice that will leave them completely overwhelmed, speechless, without the strength to keep fighting. But the most shocking part is that while they watch their downfall, while they watch their world crumble, you will be moving forward with firm steps. And the universe is preparing you for a resurgence, for a rebirth that not even they can imagine. Your guardian angels are activating everything so that you come out of this stronger than ever, because justice has been set in motion, and no one will be able to stop what is coming for you. Today, the universe has taken a turn so profound that neither you nor they can comprehend it yet. It is a moment of justice you never imagined you would see, but it is already here. The cards have spoken, and the deck vibrates with such intensity that the truth becomes clearer than ever. The energy of divine justice is manifesting with all its weight, and the wheel of destiny begins to turn for those who believed they could destroy your life without consequences. Today, they will face what they did to you. Today, the weight of the law will fall on them like an unstoppable storm. The universe has a very particular way of serving justice, and what they have sown, they will reap cruelly and unstoppably. What they did to you, they also did to many others. But now karma is being unleashed with such fury that not even they will be able to escape what awaits them. This moment is decisive. The guardian angels have given the signal, and a being from another plane has come here to observe this process. This being, who previously remained in the shadows, was sent by the dark energies that they unleashed upon you. But something changed. Instead of continuing on its path, this being has decided to take the reins of justice and give those who attacked you what they deserve. This entity, which at one time was part of the chaos they created, now turns against them, carrying with it the weight of the vengeance that they have so much taken from you. Your spiritual guides no longer leave room for more manipulations. You are at a moment where the energies of the universe support you, and you will finally see how those people who tried to destroy you, who envied you, who slandered you, will watch their world collapse. I feel that at this instant, the cards are already showing you the change that is coming for you. Divine justice is going to act with a force you had never imagined. Archangel Michael is already on his way, and with his sword of light, he has begun to cut all those negative ties they tried to bind to your life. Every one of those people who surrounded you with darkness, who cast spells, who mocked your fall, is going to receive the payment they deserve. It will not be easy for them to see how everything they believed was in their favor crumbles before their eyes. They thought the universe would not act, but they were wrong. The threads of destiny have been woven in your favor, and the scales of justice are tipping in your favor with unstoppable force. It is now that they are going to pay. The sentence is already written, and there is no turning back. But while they are lost in their arrogance, you continue to advance, protected by the forces of the universe, while divine justice materializes before your eyes.